our Pilot Edge CAT-2 rating tonight. We're already connected to the network. Tonight I'm going to go a little more by the book with the checklist so I don't make any mistakes. I want to make sure that I'm really locked in. So I'll roll through the pre-flight checklist right now. Parking brake is set. Ignition switch is off. Avionics are off. Master switch on. Check the fuel level, plenty of fuel. Avionics on and fan audible. Yep. Avionics off. Fuel selector set to both. Flaps, check operation. They're working. Annunciator panel, check. Test. It's on. Master switch is off. Documents. On board. Alright, so before start, gotta do a passenger briefing. Alright, so today what we're gonna do is attempt the CAT-2 rating for the Pilot Edge online ATC network. The purpose of this briefing, or I'm sorry, this flight is I have to fly from New Kiama, where I landed on my CAT-1 rating, and go to San Luis Obispo, which is about 50 miles away, right back towards the ocean the way we came. It's right next to Oceano, just a little north. However, the difference is this is a Class Delta airport with a tower. It is a towered airport, so I must maintain or establish two-way radio communication with the tower before I come into their airspace, and then tell them my intentions, and then wait for instructions. And then once I get my instructions, I gotta follow everything ATC tells me to a T. This is live air traffic control, so I'm talking to live ATC controllers, and it is awesome. This is my first time using Pilot Edge. I've been using Say Intentions, which is AI generated ATC, which is great for filling in the gaps because Pilot Edge is not a worldwide network. I live in New York State. Pilot Edge does not come out this far. It's basically West Coast, mostly Southern California, but it covers pretty much the whole West. But given that I always try to fly with real weather, and we're getting a lot of snow here, these are not conditions that you would typically operate a Cessna in, and given that my wife is from California, don't mind learning the airways out here. So going to try to get through this entire 11-part CAT rating series, and I've finished CAT-1, which was a piece of cake. This one, now we're going to start talking to ATC. So we're flying from New Kiama Airport. We're going to fly west for 28 nautical miles, intercept the WYNNR waypoint again, and then continue west to San Luis Obispo, contact their tower within 10 nautical miles, and let them know that we're inbound for a full stop landing. We will navigate using GPS. However, we're going to tune into the Morro Bay VOR, which will be on frequency 112.4, so we can use that to navigate too in case we lose our GPS. And I am using the Airfoil Labs Cessna 172, so all the realistic failure scenarios are on, and it's pretty detailed and intricate. So let's get going here. Before start now, passenger briefing is complete. Seats and belts adjusted. Circuit breakers are all in. Electrical equipment is off. Avionics are off. All right. Master switch is on. Yep. Fuel selectors both. full in for the emergency cutoff. All right, let's start this engine up. Throttle open, 1/4 inch. Mixture is idle. Prop area is clear, clear prop. Master switch on. Beacon light on. All right, we're gonna throw on our auxiliary fuel pump for a full 5 seconds on idle, and then bring our mixture back to, I'm sorry, no, mixture is gonna be, wait, yeah, okay, sorry, mixture full, here we go. Here's the fuel pump, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now the mixture is idle. Sorry about that. Getting a little confused here. Alright, let's go. Ignition on. Start it up. Come on, baby. First time. Yes. Advance the mixture. Alright. Check oil pressure. In the green. Nav lights on. We're going to turn them on at night, but it's about 4 o'clock. Sun's going to be setting. It's going to start to get dark. Alright, after start, avionics on. Alright, we're going to turn on our comm and nav. Make sure they're set. Flight plans, we're starting off here, L88, New Kiyama. So we go to WYNNR. WYNNR, we go direct to KSBP. Oops. There we go. Copy the flight plan just in case. Alright, clear back. Alright, so WYNNR. Alright, so we got what is our Unicom here? 122.9, I believe. I'll double check that. Traffic. Multicom 122.9. So we'll make our calls departing this airport, but again, not talking to any tower. So let's set up for our arrival. So we're gonna get San Luis Obispo's ATIS in, that's already there, 120.6, and their tower is 124.0, that's already in. So we're good to go. The radios are good. All right. Back to the flight plan page. All right, so transponder on squawk and VFR, so 1200. Altimeter set. So we don't get weather at New Kiyama, but the field elevation let's see here is 2,204 feet. So we can adjust the altimeter for that, which will be right about there. So what is that? 3018. It looks like we'll call it. All right, horizon indicator set. Adjust my heading bug, so we are on 190 right now. If that might move again after the taxi, so we'll see. Alright, so our initial heading to WYNNR will be 280, so we're going for a west departure. I think we're about good to go. So when we get close, we're going to switch over to this for the tower, but listen to ATIS first. Check everything here one more time. Alright, oil temperature's still a little low. I'm going to let it heat up for another minute. So while the oil temp's heating up, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I am not a pilot. I'm a student pilot. I've had one flight lesson, but I decided that I wanted to teach myself how to fly. So I've had a lesson, but I decided to build this simulator so that I could teach myself. And I found all these great resources along the way and all these awesome products. So obviously like I said, I just got into this Pilot Edge ATC network. I think yesterday was my first day using it. And it's just amazing, just talking to live air traffic controllers and hearing other people who are in the same vicinity of you on the same radio frequencies, and you can even see their traffic when you're, if you're taxiing on a runway and they're waiting to take off, you'll see them up there, waiting to go. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. All right, oil temp's in the green. We're gonna make our calls. So, New Kiama traffic, Skyhawk 2423 uniform is taxiing to runway 29er taxiing to runway 10 from General Aviation, New Kiama. So 10 is the calm wind runway, so we're going to take off runway 10 and then make a right turn because it's a right traffic pattern. So we're going to make a right turn, climb to 4500 and depart to the west. We look at that there, good, alright. So I wrote down the only thing that I'm doing that's not like authentic here is when you make your first call, you have to let them know that this is for the CAT-2 rating. So that's included in your first radio transmission, so I just wrote that down so I don't forget, but not writing anything else down. Alright, taxi light is on. Brakes test are working. All the instruments look good. Right. Here we go, we're at runway 10. So let's just, before takeoff checklist. Parking brake is set, seat belts adjusted and seats. Cabin doors are locked. Flight controls are correct. Instruments are checked. Fuel level checked. Mixture is rich. Fuel selector valve recheck. Yes, it is both. 1800 RPMs. Check the magnetos. Alright. Okay, 1800. Right about there. Alright, so check the left. Down about 75. Check the right. Down about 60. Okay, that's good. Alright. Enunciator panel, check. Throttle, idle. Comm and nav are set. Okay. Transponder is set. Trim set for takeoff. Flaps set for takeoff. Okay. Exterior lights all on. Alright, takeoff. Flaps takeoff position. We're going to go throttle full. Mixture is rich, and we're going to lift off at 55 knots. Here we go. Let's make our takeoff call. Ukiyama traffic, Skyhawk 2423 uniform is departing runway 10. Going to make a right turn and depart the area to the west. Ukiyama traffic. There we go. Sip of coffee. So this is a 50-mile flight, 50 nautical miles. Should take about, I don't know, half hour, maybe a little less. We'll see. Now this runway is very uneven. Look at this. Ooh. Yeah, we're wind calm, we're good. Alright, this is going to be kind of a rickety takeoff. This is a very uneven runway. Here we go. So at about 700 feet AGL, we're going to make our right turn. Just fly this heading and leave the area on the west, downwind off the west. Okay. After takeoff, climb, flaps, tract, trim, adjust. Fuel level and temp are checked. Engine instruments are all good. We're all good. Here we go. 10 degrees of the runway heading. Yeah. At about 400 feet. Whoa. I think I'm going to switch over. We'll listen to guard on COM2. Guard is that emergency frequency. We're going to start a right turn. Untitled Traffic, Skyhawk 242 uniform is making a right turn, runway 10, and departing the airspace to the west. Untitled Traffic. Almost at traffic pattern altitude. So once we're clear of Ukiyama, I'm going to switch right over to the San Luis Obispo Tower, so I can monitor that on my way in. Alright, we're above traffic pattern altitude. So I'll make one more call just to Ukiyama here, just to announce that I'm clear of the area, and then it'll be my final call. 3,500 feet, continue this climb, 1,000 feet more. So we're going to go right through this valley again, the same way we came in. Stay on course here, WYNNR, about 20 minutes, maybe a little less, probably a little less than that. 13 miles from the Fellows VOR, which I'm also monitoring on my DME. Climb a little faster. $500 feet to go. Alright. Ukiyama traffic, Skyhawk 2423 uniform is clear of the area to the west. This will be my final call. Ukiyama traffic. Probably should have said my altitude climbing. Well, 4500. I think I said that. It's really around here though. 250 feet to go. Start easing off on the throttle here. Alright, let's switch over to power. See what I can pick up there. And the ATIS, I have to remember to get that before I contact power. Alright, 4500. Back, clean out the mixture. 75%. Monitor the annunciator panel. Trimming this down, lean the mixture a little more. There we go. Just float around right there. Oh, please tell me I connected the power. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Let's see. Try to pick up air traffic control center. I know I'm nervous I've not connected the pilot in. Not a lot of people on right now.
Number 31530 Bakersfield, Grantsville, Western Airport, Oildale, 1 departure, requester is allegiance to COR. And recommend COR on direct. Maintain 6,000.
That's amazing. So that was the Los Angeles Air Traffic Control Center that I tuned into, which is why it was all staticky and pretty far. But that's live air traffic control, so it's somebody that's on the network right now. It's just...
So yeah, Oildale 1 departure, let's do check and I stretch. 6,000, 11,000, 7,000, 118.8 and 2672 for November 31530.
So that's already the San Luis Tower, so I'm already looking at it. I'm about 50 miles away. So,
I was actually going to go to back to San Luis, we can have about 7 or 9. Okay, are you going to put your lead down on Alpha? That is to my, you can do it 180 here, we're okay at that, 7 or 9. Before this corner taxi, you have on Alpha. Cross runway 25 and Alpha 3. That's the challenge party. We'll taxi Alpha, then take a left on Alpha 3, cross runway 25, and taxi via Charlie 7 and 8.
I know Pilot Edge is not like a new thing. They've been around for a while. So is VATSIM, but it's just my first exposure to it. Like I said, I just started real flight training, so I'm trying to teach myself everything. Of course, I'm not. Like, this does not qualify as flight instruction. Got to go through the CFI, but I can pick up as much information as I can on my own. I will. But chipping away at my CFI and not at my PPC. So, either hit our waypoint in about 9 minutes, and then once we hit that, we're going to start center vertical navigation here. So not before 1R. Okay, so before San Luis Obispo, target altitude will be, let's say, we'll get down to target altitude will be 20. Well, the traffic pattern altitude there, I think, is. I need to know. Elevation of the airport is 212, so I figure traffic pattern altitude is probably about 1,200 feet, so come in at about 2,200. So target altitude. See, it helps with this. Like, I can learn to use this equipment too beforehand. So, enter. Say 10 miles for. Down to 2,200. 10 before. So 13 miles from our waypoint, about 7 minutes. Traveling at 110 knots right now is our ground speed, so we're moving pretty good. Kind of pushing it here a little bit, but it's 172. It's a little slow. It's not like flying the Baron. Follow this highway and the Kiama River right out of the valley. Now, in an emergency situation, we're a little low right here. So, considering where these peaks are, but kind of standing up there, and there's some road and some places I could set it down in there in the valley. Always scanning for traffic. Other crazy thing about Pilot Edge is it registers the traffic right into my GPS system, so I get traffic alerts as you would with Watson, the real Garmin 430. I've got Reality XP installed, which boosts the realism on this thing a lot from the playing standard 430. And again, not news to you flight sim enthusiasts out there, but kind of new. I just built this thing, just completed it, I should say, not too long ago. But is it ever really done? My neighbor Kyle asked. He's also a gamer. No traffic.
Hey, Bakersfield ground, Jessica 31530 at the Jet Center with Whiskey, ready to taxi.
Number 31530, runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
I'd love to.
20 right, yeah, Alpha Bravo, Jessica 31.
I'd love to like learn a little bit more about these ATC controllers and see who they are. I saw on Pilot Edge's website they actually have, you know, you can fill out a job application and work for them as an online network ATC controller. And I was looking through all that. It's really cool. Like, you have to have a lot of ATC like relevant experience, and so these guys are legit. It's really, really cool. Gave me a 5-hour trial, and burned through that extremely quick. So I'm definitely gonna subscribe. It's very, very reasonable. $20 a month. It's not. It's what, like Netflix. It's like paying for what, like Netflix almost, or HBO. Thanks. I'd rather do this. The negatives are it's a limited map. You know, really only use the Western U.S. I live outside of Rochester, New York, and I spent a lot of time flying to Rochester with St. Tensions, because St. Tensions works anywhere, anytime, and you know, I much prefer talking to live controllers, but the Pilot Edge controllers aren't always on. You know, like for example, I fly in the mornings a lot before my kids get up, or I fly late at night after they go to bed. So in the mornings, being that I'm on the East Coast, the Pilot Edge network isn't available until 11 o'clock. So I can do my morning flights back east maybe with St. Tensions, and then do my real world, real ATC talking with Pilot Edge in the evenings, which is what I'm doing right now. Kids are in bed, Friday night. Do some flying. Definitely would not be flying here though. Brutal storms, winter storms. Alright, we're almost at our waypoint. Check my vertical nav here. Checking my instruments, 42 degrees up here. Clear skies. So we're going to start our descent pretty soon here. Looks like we're going to fly heading 277, and then we got nautical miles, so it'll be pretty quick before I make my first official ATC contact. So course 279, approaching VNAV. Alright, here we go. Alright, we are in about 12 minutes. Power back on. I think I'm gonna try to get my ATIS now.
007, arriving and departing runway 29er. Visual approaches
Hopefully I
in
get
use.
straight in.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel. San Luis County Regional Airport. 8 is information hotel. 0156 Zulu. Wind 180 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17. 2.7. Altimeter 3007. Arriving and departing runway 29er. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway signs and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel. San Luis.
Alright, we got our ATIS. So let me check what descent, power adjust. Mixture is rich. Fuel selector is both. Landing taxi lights are on.
0730, contact departure.
Order departure, number 31530.
Alright, pretty much all I need from the checklist.
Departure Connect 31530 is coming through 2300 and that will deal 1 departure.
Number 31530, Bakersfield departure to contact. Cloud 1911,000, turn left heading 160.
Left heading 160, climb maintain 11,000, Seneca 31530.
I think I'm gonna have to hold this altitude here for a minute.
Number 31530, direct Lake Hughes.
Clear direct Lake Hughes, Seneca 31530.
Alright, we're 16 miles away. We're going to make our call in 6 miles, so probably about 3 minutes. First call. I'm a little nervous. I want to get this rating. First try. Can't screw it up. So the Delta airspace extends, it's like, what is it, 4 miles out from the airport. We are 15 miles away, so we're going to hit their airspace in 11 miles, but we're going to just hold this altitude, and we're going to have to descend a little quicker. Somewhere in that valley there. It's runway 29er. Let me check the heading on that. Alright, so airport elevation is 212, 29er is 290 degrees, right on the line. So we're going to be going in. Hopefully they give us a straight in approach, but it's dynamic. I don't know what they're going to do. It just sounds like runway 29, according to the ATIS, is the runway that I'm going to be using. And there's the toast out there. So I'm hoping for a straight in, but they might give us instructions to enter the downwind leg of the traffic pattern on the 45, or any leg really. Left base, right base, it just depends. So whatever they ask me to do, I got to do, and I have to remember to tell them that this is for the CAT-2. I also have to wait for a break in the radio chatter, so if I can't get on there, if they start, the air traffic controller gets busy all of a sudden, I cannot enter that airspace without two-way radio communication. It's the most important thing. 12 miles, almost there, I'm getting excited. Alright, see if I know what I'm doing here. I don't think I do. Let's see the airport. It's 12 miles off. Oh, wait a second. Here it is. There it is, right there. Right there. Alright, I'm gonna make my call now. Alright, a little nervous. Let's get nervous. Alright, here we go. This is San Luis Tower. San Luis Tower, Scout 2423 uniform is 11 miles east of the field, inbound for a full stop. The hotel, and this is for the CAT-2.
Number 243 uniform, San Luis Tower, make straight in, runway 29er, runway 29er, clear to land.
Straight in for runway 29er, clear to land, runway 29er, 234. Alright, I already got my landing clearance. So all I gotta do here is get a straight in landing. Start my descent a little more aggressively once I get over this peak here. Straight in, I love it. Once this hits 290, I'm going to make my final turn. I can start my descent. Actually, I have to. I got to get down 8 miles away. I'm way too high. So I got to get down to, I got to get low.
Emerald Tower, Skyhawk 132, Papa Foxtrot, holding short, runway 26, ready for departure.
Number 132 Papa Foxtrot, Cambria Tower, make a left downwind departure, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Left downwind departure, clear for takeoff, runway 26, 2 Papa Foxtrot.
Straight in, 282. Then after it's all done, I will find out immediately whether I passed or failed the rating. Supposedly, I don't know, I haven't spoken to a controller yet, so.
Good evening, United 393, request IFR to Fresno.
notch of flaps, almost, still a little too fast. It's not true. First notch, here we go. Let's check airspace. Cleared into it, buddy, don't worry. Ready?
Canada 393 Ontario clearance, clear to the Fresno Airport, Sunshine 5 departure, Shafter transition, direct Thule, the Alta 9 arrival. Climb via SID except maintain 14,000.
No, I'm not
Departure
sure, but I
frequency
see
134 or 135.4, squawk
I see an aircraft down
6175.
there. Maybe not. It's hard to tell.
Could you please repeat or
Still 6
spell
miles
the
out.
arrival procedure for United 393?
Alright, I'm lined up.
Alpha Lima Tango Tango Alpha 9.
Roger that. United 393, we cleared to Fresno Airport, Sunshine 5 departure, Shafter transition,
stop this
then
line.
direct Thule, and
It all goes into it.
Alta 9 arrival, climb via the SID except maintain 14,000 to departure 135.4, squawk 6175.
The 393 read back, correct?
Okay, my descend. Landing speed should be between 65 and 75. I'm going 70 right now. My second notch of flaps, trim down. Come on. Throttle now. There we go. So just my aiming point. There we go. On my glide slope, I'm just a little high. So once I see one white, one red, that lets me know I'm right on my glide slope. Got the right angle of attack. Speaking of angle of attack, I'm using his airplane, 2423 uniform. Watch a lot of his YouTube videos, they're awesome. Alright. Get up there. Just a little high. Trim it down a little bit, the plane's fighting me here. Trim is a real thing. Alright, I'm in the class Delta, 3.5 miles from the airport. There's my glide slope. That's where I want to be. Just bring it right into the numbers. Feet in the rudders. More gas, getting a little slow. More gas, more throttle. Center line, just keep fighting for it. Fighting for the center. My airspeed. San Luis Obispo. And a little high again. Pull back the throttle. Slow down a little more. Center line, just get a little lower. Trim it. Go. Oh, getting some turbulence. You can feel it in my seat. At the butt kicker. Wait for those numbers. Too high. So I need one white, one red. That means that I'm on that angle. I got it. Yeah, there it is. See? There's the red.
November 1530, contact LA Center 125.27.
125.27 for Seneca 31530.
I've not been perfecting these landings yet either. They're a little rough. So I either bounce them or I float them. So if anyone out there has any tips, please. I'm trying to flare, but I'm having a hard time judging my height. The 10-foot mark. I feel like I'm always coming in a little fast. And so I really gotta try.
November 31530 LA Center, the William Fox altimeter 3016.
Touchdown at 55 knots. So here we go. I'm at 65. Stay on that center line. I'm drifting right just a little bit. Looking back. There we go. Alright, looking good. So airspeed is good. So once I start to round it out, I'm going to kill my throttle. Oops, a little too shallow. Too shallow. There's on the horizon. Get off the runway as soon as possible. Once I'm off the runway, wait for instructions from the power. I'm gonna brake a little bit here. So I'm at Foxtrot. So I gotta get completely.
Number 2423 uniform, taxi to parking via Alpha, monitor to ground, past the CAT-2.
Past it. Alright, 23 uniform is taxiing to General Aviation via Alpha. Thank you very much. 2324 uniform. 2423 uniform. Passed it. Got my rating. On both sides. This is where I'm parking. General Aviation. Got a pass for my CAT-2. There you go. First try. This is where I want to park. After landing, flaps up. Transponder on standby. This is the transient General Aviation short-term parking lot right here. Ramp, I should say. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so after landing flaps, nav instruments are off. Okay. Transponder is on standby. Parking brake is set. Throttle set to idle. Avionics off, transponder is off, lights all off, mixture is idle, master switch is off. There you go. Fuel selector left or right. And that's it. That's a pass on the CAT-2. So, look at this, even. Get out, stretch our legs a little bit here, going to walk around road, and we are in San Luis Obispo. There we go. So, shut the door. Do our tie her up. Get the chocks down. Covers in. Chocks and tie downs on this side. Chocks and tie down. Oops. So, good. Where's the tie down? Right there. Tie downs and chocks are set. That's a wrap. Alrighty. That's a pass, CAT-2. Now on to the CAT-3, where I'm going to have to do 3 laps in the traffic pattern here at San Luis Obispo. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight or not yet. We'll see. It's getting pretty late. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But I'm allowed 2 attempts per day, so I could do it tonight, and then tomorrow, get started on the CAT-4, a Delta to a Delta. Thanks for watching.